Don't forget to check out Omnime Store to purchase your third-party figures and collectibles. Link will be in the description below. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Star Blast Studios, coming here with a brand new figure review. And today, guys, we're going to be taking a look at the Demoniacal Fit Tenacious Martial Artist, aka the Super Saiyan Blue Goku that is battle damaged / Ultra Instinct Omen Goku. So there we go. This is a very anticipated release from Demoniacal Fit, specifically because of the fact that the Goku in here is honestly just based off of the event exclusive Goku, which, Tamashii Nations really just made it a very difficult figure to actually, go and get, with them making it a premium Bandai exclusive and, it being just an exclusive anyway. That I know it's a form of Goku that not a lot of people are able to, to get their hands on because of that. And it's just like, when it comes to the forms of Gokus, we know that us Dragon Ball figurine collectors, we gotta have them all. And this right here, we're gonna find out to see if this could actually be a potential substitution, or perhaps maybe even a replacement for that event exclusive Ultra Instinct Goku. So without further ado, let's take this figure out and see what this thing is like. Alright, guys, so here we got the Tenacious Martial Artist figure opened up and out of its packaging. And one of the things I want to start off right off the bat is really honestly just with the hair. So when they made the hair, what they actually did with the Super Saiyan Blue hair on this figure is they went for a more lighter blue sort of color. And for comparison, here is the Figuarts hair, and you can definitely tell that the Figuarts one, I don't know how well it's coming across on camera, but this one is absolutely a darker color, and this one is absolutely lighter. Now, initially, when I first saw that, I was so skeptical and wondering why on earth they would want to mess around with the hair color, since there was really no problem with this. But after a little bit of discussing with some people and, doing my own sort of in picture-on-picture type of research, I realized, well, you know what? This Super Saiyan Blue Goku is essentially based off the movie. And in the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, he had a much darker hair. But when it came to the Dragon Ball Super anime, his hair was actually a lot brighter, as you can see in the images right here on the screen. So that's actually a little bit of a detail that I, for some reason, did not really click when I first got this figure. And so just seeing that they decided to go out of their way to go and make the hair a brighter blue to match up with the anime, since this is literally now the Tournament of Power version Goku, I honestly really like that. I really, when it comes to it, this is probably the most accurate Super Saiyan Blue Goku from the anime that we really have here in hand, just because of the color swaps and everything in that nature. So, as for this body, okay, so I understand a lot of people, they want to, because this is Demoniacal Fit that is making this body, obviously it's going to be a third-party company, so there's got to be some sort of defect with this, or something that's honestly messed up. So, I will tell you this. Demoniacal Fit has made a lot of figures that people have gotten. They started off very, very rough when it came to them making the Captain Ginyu figure. That thing was just falling apart. It was really loose. No one really liked that figure at all. And then they came out with their Super Saiyan Vegeta, with the Super Saiyan Blue head sculpt set and everything. And you know what? For the most part, that was honestly a really good figure. But it had everything you needed look-wise. But when it came to the feel of it, it still functions. But when it comes to the feel of it, it definitely feels like a bootleg. It's much lighter, and you can tell that the plastic that they use is different. And then when it came to Ultimate Gohan, honestly, when it came to the feel of that figure, you can still tell it's a bootleg. Same with Goku Black. Specifically, Gohan was something where a lot of people had issues with it. But when it comes to this figure, I'll say for certain, when it comes to just holding this figure in hand and moving it around, this is the closest that they have ever gotten to feeling like a figure. It's there's obviously differences that were between this and the official, but if I never had the Figuarts figure, then this would honestly, I might just be willing to say that this is the Figuarts figure, because just the way that it feels in hand, it no longer has that sort of traditional cheap bootleg type of feel. Like when you move the joints feel just right. When you feel the plastic, it feels like official plastic, and it's just and the joints are just, my gosh, I'm honestly really impressed with it. This is the best part of the Demoniacal Fit figure, if you ask me. Honestly, if you don't have the event-exclusive Goku, well, this is definitely something you're gonna want to pick up. We'll look at, you know what, as a matter of fact, okay, we'll get into the accessories here in a little bit. Actually, you know what, as a matter of fact, we'll get into the accessories right now before we even get to the Ultra Instinct head. So, when it comes to the faces that comes with this figure, one of the faces that you get is the screaming face. And one of the touches that they did on the actual faces when it comes to this figure is they actually went and made the eyebrows on the faces a lot more blue. And like as you can see right here on the original, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, they made the eyebrows on here a lot darker. But with this one, they made them a lot brighter. And honestly, that just goes to show that they're trying to make the figure look more like it's from the anime version of Super Saiyan Blue Goku. And with the way that this face has come out, it's definitely a good, it definitely came out looking official. Here is the teeth grid face, and honestly, other than the blue, like the change to the eyebrows, really it looks just like an official figure. But that's something you essentially expect with Demoniacal Fit, unless they're going and making their own mold like they did with the Ultimate Gohan, or I mean at least with Vegito, because that one actually came out good. I'm not sure. I still to this day don't understand how they did the Vegito and made that thing look so good in hand, but not the Ultimate Gohan. I don't know. It feels like someone from Tamashii with that figure just came out like they were just weird. So yeah, there was the smiling face, and then here's the stern face, as you can see right there. There's really no faces. But I will say, one of the issues that I did have with this figure upon posing it was that when you move the thing around, sometimes the face does fall out. And an issue, it's just a practical issue that I find, at least when having the stern face, is that it really doesn't settle in there very well. And as you can see, if you actually take the hair off, you can see that they just sort of painted it over a clear plastic, which I can understand why that may have happened with the Ultra Instinct head, because that's how they did it on the Figure Arts figure. But I just find it really interesting that they did that with Super Saiyan Blue. As if the other faces get fit in here, I'm wondering. Actually, you know what? No, that's just an issue with one face, with the stern face, because like when you put the teeth grid face in there, surprisingly I didn't even try that out, but when you put the teeth grid face in there, it actually fits in there a lot more securely than the stern face. So that's a little bit interesting to note right there. Wondering why that had so much trouble. Smiling face, okay, that fits in pretty securely. So still not exactly sure why the stern face had issues. Okay, well the screaming face is not as secure. I'm not exactly sure why it is like that, because I'm pretty sure that this is the neck piece right here is essentially the same exact neck piece that comes on the Super Saiyan Blue Goku, but they just added some sculpting. Is it possibly because that they made the joint on here much lighter? No, it's not that. I don't know. It's very weird why it doesn't do that, but it's just something to note when you're going and posing the figure around. But I got a little sidetracked, so let me get right back to the accessories. So let me go ahead and take off the head, because we all know what we're here for. What we're really here for right now. And taking off the head, I'm doing it off I'll do it on camera. Like, taking off the head is easy. It doesn't feel like it's going to break at all. So, for the other accessory, here we have the Ultra Instinct Omen head. This will just go on. Come on. What is it doing? Hold on. Guys, remember, it's a third-party company, so you got just remember, you got to be a little bit extra cautious with these, because they aren't official, and there's no licensing. Okay. I think it actually went in, but there just wasn't any like click to tell me that it went in all the way. So I don't know. That's just how it is. But here, looking at the Ultra Instinct head, the camera focus. Thank you, camera. You focused very quickly that time. Here you got the Ultra Instinct head, and definitely, it's a really good. I'd say it's a really good looking face. They definitely did a really good job. One of the things I noticed specifically when it's in hand, though, is that, I don't know, Goku seems to be a little bit chubbier when he's in Ultra Instinct. Like, he sort of has that baby face on him going on. And that's just something a little bit strange that I noticed. Like, for comparison, here you have the official figure. And one of the key differences I can tell upon looking at both of these is that the battle damage that's on the official is a little bit more defined, whereas when it comes to the Demoniacal Fit, it's actually more subtle, and you have to look really closely at the face in order to really be able to make out that detail. Whether or not that's a positive or a negative for you, that's all going to be up to you. But in terms of having these figures side by side, like, it's so hard to tell the difference if you don't, if you don't know what you're looking for to identify what's real and what's fake. I'd say this is absolutely Demoniacal Fit's best overall figure that they have released so far. I am just incredibly impressed with how everything is coming out. Like, all of the accessories and everything. And we're not even done, guys. We're not even done. So in terms of the other accessories, for the faces of Ultra Instinct Goku, here we got a screaming face right over here, and there's a little bit of other issues with the face. Is that this face right here, it has this mark around the mouth that I can't really seem to get off at the moment, and I don't know why. I've rubbed on it a whole lot and it's not coming off, so probably got to do a little bit of tinkering with it to sort of get that cleaned off. Here is the teeth grid face, and this one honestly I think is my least favorite one, because you can sort of tell with the mouth it's actually really uncentered compared to the rest of it. I mean just looking at the Super Saiyan Blue Goku, this is more centered. This one, it's not as, I can tell it's just not as centered as the official, and also I think this left eye is a little bit higher than it should be. So that's just something to note right there. Not a deal breaker at all by any means. And then here's what is normally my favorite expression on the official, but on here it's not because of the marking, but it's the closed eye face. And one of the things I noticed on here is that there's a little bit of scuffiness on here, and every time I try rubbing it off, it seems to get darker. I don't know if this is like a color changing type of ink or something that happens when you apply that stuff, but I just noticed it gets a little darker. I just probably got to put it in some warm water and some soap and just rub that off. But it's just something to know that I just left right there, just so people understand what they're getting into. That it's not going to be a perfect figure once you take it out of the box, because most likely you will have stuff like that going on. But really nothing too major at all, especially considering when you look at just how far they have come throughout the line. And in terms of hands, we do actually... we do get your regular hands that you normally get when it comes to the Goku figures. You get the pair of fists that we saw in there, and they all come on. You're able to interchange the hands really easily, no problems. You got the Kamehameha type of hands right there. And as a matter of fact, just so I can show you guys, just the quality. They're so easy and nice to take off. You don't feel like you're gonna break anything at all. You just put the hands right in there. Feels like an official. Easy as that. Get that hand goes right on in. Excellent work from Demoniacal Fit. The quality, everything is just brought up so much more significantly, and I genuinely love it. Okay, yeah. I just wanted to show. Okay, that hand is not exactly going in as well as it probably could. Let me try that one more time. Come on. I know you can do it. Okay. Let me just get him into a quick pose, I guess, just to have him do that. So in terms of percentages, I'll say this feels 80% like a Figure Arts figure in hand, and 20% like a bootleg. That's the way I can honestly say it. You got the two martial arts type hands right over here, and you also have a couple. I'm getting it out of the plastic box. I need to prepare these things a little bit better for the review sometimes. Then you get last but not least, you get the open palm blast hands, which, yeah, they're the traditional hands that you get. And one last accessory, which is honestly the most surprising one, considering that this thing already comes with a lot. They included a Jiren face, like a face for Jiren, which I'm honestly just so surprised that they included this at all with the figure. This is just, wow. I'm so happy that they included this. This is fantastic. As a matter of fact, let me go get the Jiren figure right now. We'll just put this on the figure. We'll just put this head on the figure. See how it looks. And to those who don't know exactly where this expression comes from, this is the reaction face that Jiren had when Goku turned Ultra Instinct for the third time and he got punched in the gut, which is, you can literally see on the back of the box that this is what they're recreating, just like what happened in the anime. And honestly, once again, they really did not need to include this face at all. And it also, honestly, it fits on this Jiren figure so well. I'm honestly just so surprised. Like, this is Demoniacal Fit. Fantastic job. You guys have honestly outdone yourselves. Wow. I don't have any, really anything else to say, but great job. This is purely amazing. So, for the articulation of this figure, we gotta get right into that. I'm not gonna put the blue face back on just because I know, the blue hair back on just because I know the faces will probably fall off just because of how it is. But like we'll just keep the Ultra Instinct head on. So, in terms of the articulation, it's pretty much just like the event exclusive Ultra Instinct Goku, which, I mean, I didn't actually do a review of that figure, surprisingly, even though it is probably my favorite Goku figure. God, I can't believe I didn't make any videos of that. But yeah, the things turn side to side. You do get... No, you're pretty much done with the neck right there. 360 right there. Arms go out like that. You get that bicep swivel right there. Double jointed arms. You know how you do the traditional... oh my gosh, okay. I'll say this about some of the hands. They really don't fit in as securely as they really should, because the joints in all honesty, they move, they are good, they are secure, they are tight, but when you're trying to move the hands along with it, because of the fact that the hands are just really, like, they're so easy to get it in there, and they're so easy to take out, and it makes it so that at some points it's very difficult to actually move the hands around right there. And just to double check and show you, here's the other, like, elbow joint right over here, and you can see that there's a little bit of differences, like right there, like you can see like the metal like sort of joint right there through the actual arm, and that's not something you can necessarily see very easily when it comes to articulating the official. I mean, you can see it's right there, but it's not as obvious as it is on the Demoniacal Fit. But I mean, it's literally, that's no big deal at all. Really nothing at all. So in terms of the waist, you get that regular waist rotation right there. You moves up and down, side to side. You can do all the things you would want with the waist. Crouching forward. It doesn't crouch too much forward, but it does crouch pretty far back. In terms of the legs, kicks forward, kicks back, moves out to the side. It's a little bit, honestly, it's a little bit tight getting the legs out, but you can honestly go ahead and do that. Get him into some kicking poses right now. Watch me just quickly be able to balance him. Come on. Oh my God, I thought I actually did it for a second. Come on, I know I can do it. There we go, see? Yeah, the figure is doing exactly what a figure should do. It's balancing, it's posing. There's an upper thigh swivel right there, which is honestly a little bit tight and a little bit concerning. Okay, not as tight, though, as the one on the other end. For some reason, I just noticed this right now. There's a little bit of, like, glossiness. Wait a minute, what the heck is that? I never put this figure in hot water, so I don't know why that, like, I'm seeing, like, this sort of glossiness in the middle. Like, what on earth is going on right there when it comes to that? So, one other issue that I do have with this figure is when you, so when you bend this knee, it's a little bit tight, it works. It has nothing to do with how tight the joint is. When you bend this knee, it comes out. There you go. Okay. I was about to say, wait, is it actually sticking in because of the review? Nah, like that. You got to be wary. This thing has been easily falling out. So I would recommend, if you have this issue, I'd recommend putting in a little glue in there just to make sure that it stays sturdy. Although one thing I did notice is that when you articulate it, there is a little bit of defects right there. Like I don't know what it is. I feel like it's because the plastic is going and rubbing up against it. I can't get this thing back in. Okay, let me try to get that. There we go. And as for the feet, I actually think there's a little bit more articulation in the feet than there is on the official, just because the double ball peg comes out a lot more. But yeah, you can get the feet down, get the feet up. Really nice, honestly, really nice ankle pivots, I'd say, right there, definitely. And then you get that toe articulation, which is honestly, it's a little bit tight. I'm not gonna force it, because again, it is when it comes to the Demoniacal Fit and moving the toe articulation, sometimes things don't go so well. So I'm just going to leave it like that. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all there is to say about this Demoniacal Fit Ultra Instinct / Super Saiyan Blue Goku figure. Actually, I'm sorry, I completely forgot about one more accessory, and the accessory that comes with it is actually totally random. So one of the accessories is this stand. It's part of a stand, but it's these new Dragon Ball stands that Tamashii had as an event exclusive, and what Demoniacal Fit decided to go ahead and do was include a Dragon Ball stand with a randomized amount of stars. So the stars that I got in this release was the 2-star stand, and so that, yeah, like it doesn't, like, for your release it could be like the 4-star one, it could be 5-star, it doesn't matter. It could be randomized 1 through 7. So that's what I got right there. And the actual stand that has come out, I'm not going to actually go and like put it together, just because I don't probably not going to really use it. But I mean, you know, I'll just sort of like put it, you know, I mean, you know what, I'll just, I'm not going to leave it. I'm not going to touch it. No need to actually get into it. But if you know how these stands are, like you know how they work. But really, yeah, that's all there is to it when it comes to this Ultra Instinct Goku. Now, I want to give a huge thank you to Anime Store for getting this figure in. Definitely, guys, go ahead and check out Anime Store if you guys want to go ahead and pick this figure up. I'll leave a link in the description down below. But definitely, huge shout out to Anime Store. Like, great customer service, good shipping. They'll get this figure into you very quick, very easily. But yeah, anyways, guys, that's all there is to it. I hope you guys did enjoy this figure review. And once again, link will be in the description down below for you guys to go ahead and pick this figure up. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the comments section. Till then.